We bring Godzilla on land from Tokyo Bay. The monster attacking Tokyo is King Ghidorah. What? But we already destroyed King Ghidorah. There's a message from the professor.
You're all okay. The damage at the research center is severe, but first, look at this. They collected the injured head and body of King Ghidorah and brought it back to life as Mecha-King Ghidorah.
Even if we have increased Godzilla's power, can he defeat Mecha-King Ghidorah, who is an even stronger version of King Ghidorah?
There must be about even strength, but that doesn't mean we can't win with superior fighting technique.
How?
Our experiments show if we give a vast amount of energy to the Godzilla cells with the King Ghidorah cells fused in, this creates a powerful reaction on the cell level.
If we actually do this in Godzilla's body? Well, maybe if you'd be patient and listen, Taniguchi, he would tell you.
We could do it. Among the Tokyo resupply points, the 3 marked S are special energy points. If we give all that energy to Godzilla, he may change into a Godzilla greater than Godzilla. A Super Godzilla.
Super Godzilla? Super Godzilla. Way to point out repetitive information, Taniguchi.
But right now, the aliens are trying to destroy Tokyo. If that happens, Japan, no matter what you do, hold the destruction of Tokyo to no more than 50%. You have to decide whether to go right to Mecha-King Ghidorah or to pick up the special energy first. Mecha-King Ghidorah is running wild in Area 4B. Good luck.
And with that, we move to the grand capital of Japan, which happens to be Tokyo. It's also the general target of every Godzilla movie for whatever reason. Well, anyway, even though we have to navigate around the massive areas of 1234A and 1234B, I am actually not upset about this because it is in this stage that we are going to have the most fun. Hi guys, I am Syrachime and I welcome you back to another episode of my Super Godzilla Let's Play. In the last episode, we battled not one, but two very annoying Batras. And apparently in this episode, King Ghidorah has been brought back to life as Mecha-King Ghidorah and is seeking his unholy, bloodthirsty revenge for us completely dominating him in the first episode. And you know what? I'm so frustrated at Larry for what he's put us through in this entire adventure. I will be more than happy to take this thing on again and defeat him and just destroy any remnants of the aliens and anything that's associated with them. But before we do that, I'd like to talk about the new mechanic of this game briefly, as we battle this annoying aliens. Speak of the devil. Anyway, introduced in this stage as a new mechanic, you heard the Professor, Miss Yano, and Taniguchi talking about these special energy points. And if we went around and collected 3 of these, we could actually turn Godzilla into Super Godzilla, which is, surprise, surprise, a Super Saiyan version of Godzilla! Who saw that coming? I totally didn't. Anyway, there are 3 of these points throughout the map, and you will know that they are in the map because they will be these special tiles marked with S's. I'll slowly make my way around there. Once you go here, there are 3 of these spread out throughout the map, like I said. And to actually transform into Super Godzilla, you need to collect all 3 of them. To collect them, you just simply walk into them like everything else in this game. Now when we go here, you'd expect to see this grand nuclear silo because they have massive amounts of energy, right? Well, no. Instead, we approach a tree. Apparently trees will give you massive amounts of energy where nuclear silos will only give you so much. I'm not sure why this is, but oh well. Apparently the power of nature is more powerful than nuclear weapons. Oh well, I always assumed that was true, but now I know for certain that it is. Alright, so once we obtain all this energy from this tree, there are 2 other special points where you can go to collect these things. They're in areas 2A and 4A, but I will actually not be going to get them, and I would highly recommend that you do not go get them either. The main reason is because everything centers around the destruction of Tokyo. You heard the commander talk about not letting the destruction of Tokyo get above 50%. The reason is, if the destruction of Tokyo happens to get over 50%, something very bad is going to end up happening at the end of the fight with Mecha-King Ghidorah. Now, I'm not going to spoil what that is right now, but trust me when I say you do not want the destruction of Tokyo getting above 50%. Now, how this ties into the super energy marks, the destruction of Tokyo is rising rather rapidly. In just the 4 minutes we've been here, the destruction of Tokyo has already risen to, well, there's Taniguchi saying it's risen to 15%. Way to correct me before I say anything wrong. Well, anyway, the destruction of Tokyo is rising too rapidly for you to actually get all the special energy points. If these energy points were in the way, I'd totally recommend doing them, but because they're kind of off the beaten path, I would strongly recommend that you just avoid these things and head straight up to Mecha-King Ghidorah. Like I said, if these things were on the beaten path, it would be different, but because these things are off the beaten path, it's incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to get all these special energy points and make your way back to Mecha-King Ghidorah before the destruction of Tokyo rises too high. So what I'd recommend is you just go straight to Mecha-King Ghidorah, collect some items, go straight up to him, and defeat him as Godzilla. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that the fight with Mecha-King Ghidorah is going to be easy if you do that, but I will say that if you've made it this far in the game and you've made it past Mechagodzilla, Biollante, and the annoying Batras, I don't see why you couldn't be able to defeat Mecha-King Ghidorah, or why you shouldn't be able to defeat Mecha-King Ghidorah as Godzilla. So yeah, once you've made it this far, you should be able just to go the rest of the way. So you want to make your way straight up to Mecha-King Ghidorah, who's in Area 4B, and just battle him as Godzilla. And if you're not sure how to beat him, I'll give you some tips on how to do it when we actually get there. For now, you might want to get used to the idea of actually destroying buildings in this level. This is the one level where you're actually going to have to destroy them if you actually want to make any progress in this game. Programmers are real jerks about that. And if you think this is bad, just to get all the way up to Area 4B, well, I guess I didn't have to destroy these buildings. Could have gone up through that yellow tile, but anyway, if you think this is bad, here in 3B, you move up to Area 4B, and it is nothing but these annoying tiles and thingies, these annoying buildings blocking every path we go to. So unfortunately, you're going to have to destroy a lot of buildings in order to actually get anywhere. Now, moving around Shinjuku, thank you, Taniguchi. I swear this is the one episode he's becoming more annoying than anything. Anyway, ignoring him, as we're moving along here, you'll see something kind of funny pop up. As you're moving along, you will see sometimes that tanks actually pop up where buildings used to be. And I do not know why this is, but I like to think that the tanks are, well, the people are so determined to destroy us that they are willing to destroy their own infrastructure just to see us die. And I really hope that these things are actually the aliens in those tanks and not people, because otherwise, did nobody give these people the memo that we are controlling Godzilla and trying to save them from certain doom? Ah, well, whether they did or not, we're going to go ahead and step on a few of these things because they're being obnoxious. I should just go straight to Mecha-King Ghidorah, but I'll do that in a little bit. I'm going to destroy a couple of tanks first because they deserve it. Die, tank, die! Alright, now that I've got my aggression out of that taken care of, we're going to move along here and destroy this last tank, and apparently it's mine. Alright, once we step in, well, apparently we're going to get stopped by an annoying UFO. Guess I could say that before we do anything else. Unfortunately, the mothership is also off the beaten path, so we're going to have to deal with these annoying UFO encounters. I will cut them out if they continue to be annoying, but just like the previous episodes, I'm going to let you guys suffer with me. So we'll go ahead and blow down what's left of Larry's minions. I don't know how he's got too many aliens left, unless they send for reinforcements. Don't know why they'd do that, or who'd be crazy enough to battle Godzilla right now. Alright, once we actually make it over to Mecha-King Ghidorah, we will see him arrive, and if he doesn't avoid me, get back here. Alright, when we actually jump on this thing, you will see him arrive in true Star Trek fashion. And even more impressive than his intro is his awesome design, which I absolutely love. When Godzilla goes into attack posture, Mecha-King Ghidorah detects this with his sensors and unleashes a special attack. Once Godzilla's attack window is open, attack as fast as possible. Alright, this is Mecha-King Ghidorah, supposedly the most powerful and ultimate weapon of the aliens. And this monster right here is incredibly difficult, if you could not tell from just how high his HP is alone. This monster right here is incredibly difficult, and battling him can be an incredibly difficult task. The main thing that is different about Mecha-King Ghidorah, he's not quite like his counterpart in the first episode. All of the attacks that you can use will hit him. Tail strikes, body strikes, fire, breath attack, and hyper fire breath. Every single bit of it will hit him. But he's kind of picked up some previous traits in addition to some new attacks. You'll see this new attack right here. You see he will latch cables onto you, seems harmless enough, but King Ghidorah, being an electrical being, is going to send electrical things through the wires and shock the living daylights out of us. Do not get hit by this attack. Should have said this earlier. If you do happen to punch him, you want to access your attacks as quickly as possible, or that's what's going to end up happening. But anyway, King Ghidorah has actually picked up quite a number of traits from the previous monsters we've battled before. Like Mecha-Godzilla, he is hyper-offensive. Like Biollante, he has quite the bit of defensive capabilities and unpredictability. And just like Batras, he can be incredibly annoying. So the key to actually getting to this fight, the key to actually defeating this battle and defeating this foe is to kind of do like Mecha-Godzilla. You kind of want to approach him slowly like Biollante. Once you're in close, just like Mecha-Godzilla, just punch him and hit him with whatever you happen to get. A combination of tail strikes and body attacks should work. And if he's just being annoying, just kind of deal with him like you did with Batras. For me, that will probably result with me screaming out in terror or whatever, me being annoyed. So we'll go ahead and hit this thing. Next time the King Ghidorah attacks you, I'll show you something kind of funny, or at least what I like to think of it anyway. Die, you worthless beast, die. You do not deserve to live in my world. You are Larry's creation, and therefore must die. All of Larry's creations must go. Alright, his energy's probably going to spike now. Yep, here it is. Alright, you will see King Ghidorah's new attack. Not really new, but he is shooting us with a colorful lightning beam, which is kind of pretty. But you know what's kind of funny about this? I like to say that after King Ghidorah lost his head, they replaced his head with someone with a bit more colorful personality. So yeah, that's what I like to say. He lost his head and he got replaced with somebody a little bit more colorful and more bright and everything like that. Alright, well here's going to attack us with his center head again. Alright, go ahead and spew your colorful personality all over Godzilla's chest and... Oh boy, I did not realize where I was going with that. Okay, I'm going to stop that because I didn't realize how close to an inappropriate topic actually was. Anyway, we're going to move forward here. You know what? You worthless thing, you are annoying. You're worse than Mecha-Godzilla. Alright, if I can get close enough to actually attack this thing. Alright, we are going to hit it with whatever we can happen to get. I will take the tackle attack. If it is a tackle attack, Godzilla will rise to the occasion and hit that thing in the chest. What? Okay, backing away from the controversial topics again. Alright, go ahead and spike your energy. Well, you know what? Even though this thing is hitting... Alright, go ahead and hit me with your colorful personality and your bland personalities. Godzilla is a beast. He will take whatever you throw at him and dish it back just as hard. Well, anyway, you know, you're not the only one who has increased power and everything. I've received a power boost as well. Not as high of an HP as you. But, oh wait. Wait, I just realized that we got our power boost from King Ghidorah cells injected into us. Oh my gosh, do you know what that means? Mecha-King Ghidorah is our brother! We are battling our brother! Wow, we are just battling members of our family left and right, all this through the weird cell fusion technique that the professor invented. Oh well, we had no remorse for our daughter. What makes you think I'm going to have remorse for my brother, or part brother, or anything like that? You know what? I have the center head inside of me, and you know what? I think the center head is talking to me. It wants us to kill you out of revenge. It has resentment for you replacing it. I can just picture that center head going,
I cannot believe you replaced me with somebody more colorful. Destroy him, Godzilla. He is not worth it anymore.
Oh, I'd be mad at my brothers and sisters too if they replaced me with something else. You annoying thing. Ah! Oh, alright. This thing is as annoying as Batras, but it's annoying in a bad way. Alright, go ahead and hit me. Godzilla will take it. I hope I don't have to run from this fight and have to heal, but... Anyway, I wouldn't recommend that you let your health get too low. Not quite as low as Biollante, where I'd recommend you keep it at the 300 mark, or at the 200 mark. Excuse me, I'd recommend you keep it at the 300 mark. Don't let it fall below 200. Biollante is the one you don't want to let fall below 300. But if you're 200, you should be okay. Alright, so while I'm punching this thing, I guess I can say, if you did take the route of actually getting all the super energies and turn yourself into Super Godzilla, this fight is actually going to be a joke. You will be able to get through this in a relatively short amount of time. Mecha-King Ghidorah's attacks do absolutely nothing to you, and you should just be through in this fight in 5 minutes. But I do not like to do that, considering that this is the last fight that you will actually do theoretically as Godzilla. It makes perfect sense to battle this thing as such. You basically have two titans right here that are of equal strength and near equal HP, but even though we're not, you see we're fighting like titanic beasts right now. Well, anyway, I guess while I'm doing this, I can say this. I am really surprised that Mecha-King Ghidorah was not played up a lot more anywhere else in the Toho franchise. I mean, King Ghidorah itself was the most common enemy that I've actually seen in all the Godzilla movies. I don't know if it's the most common, but as far as I could tell, King Ghidorah was the most common enemy, and it appeared in roughly, I could think of maybe 5 or 6 movies that he popped up in. Maybe there may be more than that, but Mecha-King Ghidorah here only popped up in one. He did appear in another one, but that was more or less just a cameo appearance. But to only show up in one movie when you're the counterpart from where you actually came from, considering how popular that King Ghidorah was in the Toho franchise, I'm really surprised that Mecha-King Ghidorah was not played up more. You know how awesome it would have been if Godzilla Final Wars had Mecha-King Ghidorah alongside Gigan battling Godzilla and Mothra? Oh, that would have been an awesome way to end the series. But no, they just had another King Ghidorah there. Alright, so while we're doing this, we'll see Godzilla headbutt that thing, and just like with Mecha Godzilla, somehow we do not receive recoil damage. I do not know how that works, but there you go. And we will see this thing. Alright, throw your electric bolts at me, you worthless thing. You are more annoying than Mecha Godzilla. No, I did find something more annoying than Mecha Godzilla, and it was Batras. Oh my goodness, that thing was annoying. I cannot believe how horrible that fight went. Alright, so we're going to recover a little bit here. Get my health up and get close to this thing. Now, there is a way that you could actually go about this fight using your Hyper Fire Breath attacks. You kind of have to approach Mecha-King Ghidorah a lot like you did Biollante, but you kind of have to be careful in doing this just for the reason that King Ghidorah is a bit more unpredictable than what Biollante was. And you can kind of see, this thing is mad at me. Well, I guess I'd be mad too if I was dominated in the first episode. But we're definitely not dominating. We're definitely fighting on even terms right now, which is, I guess that's a good way to end this battle. Considering this is the most, supposedly, the climactic battle right here that we're saving. We are fighting to try and save the city from destruction. And you know what? I am going to do this. I am so mad at this thing for using his electrical attacks at me. I am going to hit you with the most powerful or not, instead get hit by your colorful beams, your colorful personalities. Oh, I am so going to destroy you. I am going to build up my fighting spirit, and I am going to hit you with the Hyper Fire Breath attack. I have ended every episode off on that kind of level so far, and I am not about to stop now. We'll weaken you down just a tiny bit more. Tail attack is perfect. And after you are weakened down, I will hit you with my most powerful attack, and I will enjoy it. Not as much as the death of Batras, but I am still going to enjoy it. This is a climactic battle here, and we are going to end it as such. So we're going to dance around here, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, get my fighting spirit up and everything like that. And I can just hear the center head cheering me on. Kill my brother! Kill my brother! They replaced me. Kill my brother! Alright, if we can do it. Hyper Fire Breath attack! Ha 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 ha! I'm sorry, gotta say the maniacal laughing for afterwards. Alright, blow your atomic fire breath of atomic proportions for the last time. Hit that thing. We will see the center head take it over like a champ, but that does not matter because now it is dead. Ha 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 ha! And in true Star Trek fashion, we will see him leave. Beam him up, Scotty! And with the destruction of Mecha-King Ghidorah, we have successfully saved Tokyo. Or have we? Who knows? All that's important now is we see Godzilla blow his fire breath. He's totally earned that victory there. Totally the most even battle we've had to date. And we'll see how we did. Received a pretty decent health score on top of a good time score. Destroyed a few things, but what fun would that be if we didn't? Along with some bonuses to receive a score of 8,860. I don't know how that stacks up to the previous scores, but we will see here in a minute. So that tallied up with what we had last time. Wow, we went down from the fight with Batras. I really thought we would have gone up, but, well, that's what happens when you have a titanic battle of the Titans. Alright, so with Tokyo saved, what's going to happen now?
Good work. We're okay for now.
Oh, thank goodness. Hey, can we use Godzilla to take over the world now? I know the aliens were trying to. I think we should do it now. Let's do it.
What?
What, did you guys hear me actually say that? Something is approaching very fast. Oh, something's coming. Oh wait, something's coming? There's still an enemy left. An enemy more powerful than Mecha-King Ghidorah?
Oh my gosh, it's a living tree! What's that?
I just told you, it's a living tree. Don't you see the roots and the heart beating in it and everything? That's totally a tree. I'm going with that. It's an incredible energy body. Hey, it's Larry!
No. Stupid English translator. This is our ultimate weapon, Began. Began? You are about to learn the hard way just how powerful Began is.
Hey, the tree had babies! Aw, he's playing with them. You know, maybe there's a monster in this game after all. After all, that's a good family monster. I'm happy for that and everything. You destroyed your children along with the city? In one instant, the city was destroyed.
We hadn't planned on Godzilla becoming this strong, but he cannot defeat Bagan. Now we are going to attack the diet where your battle headquarters is. That will be the end of you. If you think you can defeat Bagan, you are welcome to come try any time.
And there goes Larry with his tree creation. Can we really battle that monstrosity with Godzilla? I don't see why not. Tree and Godzilla's hyper fire breath attack. I can totally see how Tree dying to fire. I can see how it would work.
The only way to defeat Bagan is to transform Godzilla into Super Godzilla.
Oh yeah, sure. Way to overcomplicate things. But you can see how the city is being destroyed. It is hard for us to get energy.
Don't worry, we have just completed the super energy bank the research lab was developing. The super high energy output should transform Godzilla into Super Godzilla right away.
Super Godzilla. Super Godzilla should be a match for that super energy buddy Bagan.
Or a match. Just saying.
Go quickly to pick up the energy bank. The research lab is in Area 3B.